Hi, I'm Cori Murray,
My name is Trey Bryant,
and I am Black and Unlimited. This is We Are Storytellers, brought to you by Walmart. So, you're a full-time content creator.
Right.
You work with your family. But what are the lines or boundaries that you have where this is my personal life, this is my professional life? Because I can imagine your life is your brand. So, how do you make space for yourself and avoid burnout, really?
It's hard not to. I mean, I think you still do feel like some burnout because you're blurring the lines a lot because your life is your brand. You feel like sometimes like you're stretching your mind. Like I feel like I have to come up with an idea. There's a certain way I have to record my food, or a certain way that I have to tap into this creative idea. And it's like after you've done something so many different times in different ways, you kind of almost want to just do nothing. I'm gonna say it's a depressed feeling. Sometimes it can be.
Okay.
But I think it's just more like what's wrong. But you've done so much to show so much, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It really does. Speaking of that and inspiring, what has the youth said to you? How do you go about really instilling some of your values into when you're mentoring?
I think a lot of things that my dad taught me, I try to always like remember that. Like one of the biggest things, like when I made a video, some of the videos I make on TikTok, they don't get like, some of them when they're kind of like go a little bit deeper, they don't get as many views,
yeah.
but it's because you're going deeper, so it works. So like, a lot of times like I like to feature my friends in my content and like try to show, like I said, I try to treat it like it's a show,
Yeah.
more or less. And one guy said, well, I don't have friends. What do you do if I don't have friends? So I made a video that was like how to make, friends, because I think it's important how to look for like good friends. And a lot of guys don't really know that, they're trying to fit in. And I think it's important for men to have boundaries, because if you don't have boundaries and you're just looking for ways to fit in with the crowd, then you're not going to make good friends. You're going to end up making friends that are going to use you. You're going to end up making friends that are not the best for you. But I think that's why it's important to know those tips.
Now, Trey, you found a lot of success right now. You have a lot of success right now with what you're doing. But what is your advice to a young creator who's trying to step into your field?
I think the biggest one is being authentic to who you are. Don't feel like you have to do any of the dances that are trendy. Don't even feel like you have to be jumping out of clothes and doing transitions necessarily like me, but whatever feels authentic to you, to where you can get your message out. And I think that don't ever box yourself in. I think that when you pick a niche, make your brand able to go into different sectors and parts. So for example, for me, like obviously, like the first thing people are going to see when they come to any of my content is fashion, but that still allows you to be able to work with brands like Walmart that you can get for hair, skin, I can use anything in Walmart as a part of it, and the nature to your brand, it doesn't seem too foreign. So therefore you're not boxing yourself in, you're giving yourself a chance to be able to touch more people in different ways.
What are some takeaways for someone who just wants to get into this business of like 5 things you definitely need to start?
The first point I would say is find what you can speak to the best. Anybody I'll tell that, like if you're whatever, you can give a 15-minute speech, you can talk somebody's head off about it. That is something that you're passionate about. Make content on that, because I guarantee you there are so many people out there that want to hear it. Number 2, I would say, is consistency. Whatever that is, be consistent about it. Be able to show up even when you don't feel like making content about it, because you have to look at this like a TV show. Like when you see shows, they're going to be showing every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You have to think of yourself as that show. You have to show up for your fans.
You have to make your content like appointment TV.
Number 3, I would say find a lot of inspiration. One of the things I was saying earlier, that I constantly look at inspiration. I'm looking at subject matters. I'm looking at things that other creators may have done that maybe I can turn into my own style. Finding inspo helps you not feel like you're in a creative rut, or feeling like you can't come up with like a new idea, Number 4, I would say to believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, only you see the vision for your brand. If you really want to make content about makeup, if you really want to make content about hair, if you want to make content about fashion, finance, only you see what that looks like on the other side. So number 5, start. Just start. I talk to so many people that feel like they need to have this quality camera. They need to have this quality microphone in order to start, or they want it to look a certain way because they're looking.
Or the best ring light.
Yeah, they're looking at what other people have. And so I think to just like, don't feel like you need certain things. Use whatever you have, because what that does with your audience is that tells a story. You take them along the pathway with you. So it's like when people say, oh, I knew Trey when he was in this 1-bedroom studio, you know, in front of his broken closet, making TikToks and reels. Or I knew when Trey was trying to, you know, make this type of content, but now I see how he's elevated since I've been following him. Like, that tells a story. Like, people don't want to see perfect out the gate. They want to see progression, because that's what inspires them.
No, I love that. Great tips. Definitely great tips. What would be your last word? What would be that final message you want to say, and especially how Walmart has been supportive of you in becoming this content creator?
To be honest, Cori, I'm just really excited to continue in the relationship with Walmart, and just excited for how they're amplifying Black creators, and just even more just honored just to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, Trey. And this is We Are Storytellers.